Dear Kay, you have a beauty that I think you are unaware of. You are the most caring and nurturing being I have ever come across. You always do what you can to support people and make everyone happy. You put everyone before yourself too. Though this is where the problem manifested. As soon as you began to lose your self-worth and value while being mistreated in relationships, you still put others before yourself rather than protecting yourself. Then drugs and alcohol shifted their way in and harder than ever. It was almost like an addition to the family. They were always put first before my brothers and I. Our lives shifted, and not for the better. I was 11 when this became an issue, and I had no choice but to start taking responsibility for myself. This caused heartbreak, detrimental memories, many arguments, over-dramatized fights, neighbourhood wars, and drunken lifts to school because there was no money to get the bus or buy our own lunches. Suicide attempts were a regular occurrence. Police were called often to put you in a cell to save you from you for that night. Telling our story used to make me cry so much, and I felt so broken. Until one day I was able to wipe my tears for the final time because I had that acknowledgement of the positive impact that this situation has had on me and my life. You won't make me cry anymore. You won't break me down anymore. You've contributed to the creation of a strong, beautiful and independent, free soul. I used to be embarrassed to walk around with you. It got to the point you didn't look after yourself, and I felt ashamed for leaving you, but I was so sad for your loss of self-love and self-respect at the same time. There came a point though where things got so bad and I'd walk past you in the street. I wouldn't talk to you, but when this point hit me, I realised if you continued to make these bad decisions, any day would be your last. So I felt the need to make amends and push through my negativity and allow me to link your arm and call you my mum with pride and ownership, and this took a lot. In the last 10 years, we've had many experiences. I mean, it was cool having the cool mum who didn't care that much about what I did, who came over, what time I got home, what I was doing. But the coolness wore off eventually, and I needed your care and attention, and it wasn't there. I can't fault you continually though. After all, you instilled your work ethic into me. You helped me get not only my first job at 16, but you kicked off my career with me, allowing me to grow even more as a person and find my feet within Channel 4. I'm now becoming a role model to other young people. I reached a point where I'd found spirituality. This is when I met Buddhism. After all, how could I have absolute happiness in my life and in myself if I had such a strong resentment for my creator? I feel ready to let go of the hurt from the past. I feel like I've been brought to this earth to protect you. We've been best friends for my whole life, despite what's happened between us. It's time to start making better decisions though, Mum, and wholeheartedly, I'm going to help you stop drinking and feeling the need to go wild at the weekends and even on a weekday. Every day I wake up with the mission to save you from you. I finally found my peace with us and our past, that now I feel strong enough to pull you up with me to where I've found myself. The first few sentences of this letter are who I know you really are. The rest of the letter is who you have become and been along this journey as your smaller self. You are beautiful, more than I think you know. Your beauty and your strength still lies within you, and it can be found, but we need to put the work in together. I loved you yesterday, I love you today, and I promise I'll love you tomorrow no matter what. Sending you love and light. Gabrielle. You have a beauty that I think you are unaware of. You are the most caring and nurturing being I have ever come across. I was absolutely livid with your childish movements. The first few sentences of this letter are who I know you really are. The rest of the letter is who you have become and been along this journey as your smaller self. You are beautiful, more than I think you know. Your beauty and your strength still lies within you, and it can be found, but we need to put the work in together. I loved you yesterday, I love you today, and I promise I'll love you tomorrow no matter what.
When I was your age, I didn't have the answers. I still don't. I believe that one of the most valuable things a parent can give their child is full context. Parents will do things out of love, but often they don't say why it is that they're doing it. If I say to you that you have to work twice as hard, ask me why. It's very easy to blame parents for how we turn out, but ultimately, it's on us as individuals